Every temple in South India reverberates with the sound of music emanating from the Nadaswaram, a wind instrument. For centuries, the Nadaswaram has been given a pride of place in temple rituals as the Mangalavadhyam, the musical accompaniment for auspicious moments. It is an integral part of the Panchakala pujas and rituals from dawn to dusk in temples. There can be no religious ceremony or social event, such as weddings, without the Nadaswaram. Many a Nadaswaram stalwart has emerged from small towns and villages of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. And one among them is an illustrious Nadaswaram exponent who was born in Andhra Pradesh and long settled in Tamil Nadu, Sheik Chinna Moulana. Sri Rangam, the holy temple town on the banks of the river Kaveri. This ancient temple of several hundred years is the abode of Lord Ranganatha. And not far from the temple, in one of the lanes, lives the renowned Nadaswaram Vidwan, Sheik Chinna Moulana. Sheik Chinna Moulana, as the name suggests, is a Muslim who has mastered the Mangalavadhyam of Hindu ritual. And there are no major temples or temple festivals wherein Chinna Moulana has not performed. The Moulana says,
music is my religion. I reach out to the Supreme Being through music. I believe there cannot be greater happiness for me than worshipping the creator of this universe and life through music.
எல்லாம் உண்மையா இசை ஒரு பெரிய சமாச்சாரம்.
Chinna Moulana's musical lineage dates back to several generations of musicians who belong to the Chilkaluri Peta Padati or style of Nadaswaram playing. Incidentally, this school of Nadaswaram musicians in Andhra Pradesh belonged to the Muslim community. And they had the privilege to perform in the temple in Chilkaluri Peta generation after generation, a tradition which continues even today. Tracing his immediate family tree, the Moulana says,
My great-grandfather, Sheikh Adam Sahib, grandfather, Sheikh Abdullah Sahib, my father, Sheikh Qasim Sahib, and uncle, Madar Sahib, were well-known Nadaswaram players in Karavadi, my native place in the Prakasam district of Andhra Pradesh.
తర్వాత ఆశ్రమ నాదస్వర సంగీత ఆశ్రమం ఒకటి పెట్టి ఉన్నాము. అందులో కొంతమందికి ధర్మం చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా ఎంతోమంది పెద్దవాళ్ళు చిన్నవాళ్ళు అందరూ నేర్చుకుంటారు.
Sheik Chinna Moulana grew up listening to the Nadaswaram right from his cradle in his ancestral home in Karavadi. The house was always reverberating with the music of the Nadaswaram all through the day. Either his grandfather or uncle or his own father would be doing sadagam, which means intense practice. He very naturally took to playing the instrument at the tender age of 7 under the tutelage of his father, Sheikh Qasim Sahib. Later, he was sent to Sheikh Adam Sahib of Chilkaluri Peta for further learning. Chinna Moulana, which means the younger Moulana, began performing in public at the age of 9, accompanying his father. He moved to Tanjavur, the citadel of Carnatic music, in 1950. The Moulana went on to learn the Tanjavur Bani from Nachiyar Kovil Rajam Turaikannu brothers in the Gurukul tradition by living with them. Duraikannu Pillai recalls,
From 1951 to 1959, Sheik Chinna Moulana learned from me in the Gurukul tradition. I have taught many students, but Chinna Moulana is very special. He was very attentive in class, and after class he would sit in a corner and review all the lessons mentally, sometimes even till 2 o'clock in the morning. Again he would get up early in the morning, go to the terrace and practice the same on the Nadaswaram. That enthusiasm and devotion to his music and his guru continues to this day.
In fact, it was his Tamil friends who unwittingly changed his original name of Sheik Chinna Moula to Moulana. And then, says Sheik Chinna Moulana, Lord Ranganatha beckoned me. I came and settled down in Sri Rangam. It is from this humble home that the Moulana makes his innumerable trips around the year to other parts of the country and the world, enthralling his thousands of appreciative audiences. For over 6 decades, Sheik Chinna Moulana has endeared himself to his audiences all over India with his mesmerizing music flowing from this difficult wind instrument, the Nadaswaram. The Moulana is well known for his raga alaps and renderings of kirtanas. Chinna Moulana is an ardent devotee of Saint Tyagaraja, one of the trinities of Carnatic music. He has offered his obeisance to the saint by his soulful renderings of the Pancharatna Kritis during the Aradhana. What distinguishes the maestro from the ordinary is his briga-laden performances. That is, delineating the raga with its finest nuances and rendering kritis with bhava, which is not an easy task on a tough instrument like the Nagaswaram. Chinna Moulana's music is a regular feature in the household of the common man of South India. People have found peace and solace while listening to his recordings. Chinna Moulana was not only adored by the South Indian audiences, but other stalwarts from the different disciplines of music and dance. The Shehnai maestro Bismillah Khan and the dancing legend Birju Maharaj also have a lot of admiration for his music. The universal music of Chinna Moulana has gained him admirers not only in India, but also all over the world. Sheik Chinna Moulana is the Asthana Vidwan of the Sringeri Mutt of Shankaracharya. His reverence to the Acharyas of Kanchipuram takes him to the Kanchi Mutt now and then. The Acharyas rejoice listening to his devotional renderings. The performance is often followed by a discussion on music. Awards, acclaim and recognition were showered on Sheik Chinna Moulana for his sterling contribution to Indian music. The nation has honored him with the Padma Shri. The Sangeeta Nataka Academy Award and fellowship titles such as Kalai Mamani, Isai Perarinyar were bestowed on him by the Tamil Nadu government. The Andhra University awarded an honorary doctorate and gave the title Kala Paripurna. The Chaudaya Memorial Award was presented in Karnataka, and several more awards and honors followed. This wall says it all. Sheik Chinna Moulana is an affectionate patriarch. He lives with his grandchildren and great-grandchildren under one roof. The Moulana says his family observes all the Muslim festivals and celebrates Hindu festivals such as Vijaya Dashami, Vinayaka Chaturthi and Diwali as well. They visit temples and also offer prayers at the mosque. He believes that music, being the universal language, helps him to transcend all man-made barriers. To the younger generation, Moulana's achievements are a source of inspiration. His grandsons Qasim and Babu accompany him on the stage in his performances.
தாத்தாவுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு டாட்டர்
Moulana's grandson Qasim says,
ஆம்பளை பசங்க ஒரு தங்க தான் கடைசி
We are 6 grandchildren to our grandfather.
பேர் வந்து நாங்க தாத்தா
First 5 of us are sons, and the last one is a daughter. My mother is the only child of our grandfather.
இந்த அளவுக்கு நாங்க
From our childhood, 2 of us stayed with our grandfather, who educated us and taught us music, and it is due to him we are what we are today.
now also
Grandfather never cared for any mundane things in life.
குடும்பத்துல எல்லாம்
Music was all he knew, and that is the world he lived in.
குடும்ப நிர்வாகம்
It was my grandmother who took care of the family.
லாஸ்ட் இயர் இருந்து போயிட்டாங்க
She died a few years back.
ரொம்ப ரிசர்வ் டைப்
Grandfather is a very reserved type of person. Even during his learning days, he used to keep himself away from others because he cared only for his music. Even now, after attaining fame and glory, he still talks only of music all 24 hours of the day.
அவர் அவரோட மியூசிக் 24 மணி நேரம் மியூசிக்கை பத்தி தான் அவர் வந்து திங்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாரு
even in his late 70s, Sheik Chinna Moulana is not the one to rest on his laurels. He continues to teach the fine art of playing the Nadaswaram to his disciples in his music school, Sarada Music Vidyalaya. Chinna Moulana gives great emphasis to learning Sahityams. He says it helps in rendering kritis on the Nadaswaram with clarity and bhava. Sheikh Mehboob Subhan, a disciple of Moulana.
Both of us had our early training from our parents. After marriage, we joined Chinna Moulana and have been learning from him for the past 15 years in Sharda Sangeet Vidyalaya. Initially, we used to stay with him. He fed us and imparted his knowledge to us whenever he got the time. His speciality is to teach the compositions along with their meanings and moods, for he believes that if you do not understand the words, you cannot bring the spirit of the kirtis while playing. He is also a master in knowing how to develop a raga alapana, how to play it for 10 minutes, elaborate the same for half an hour, or if necessary, play the same raga for 1 hour. He never took money for our stay and studentship. We are very grateful to him.
వివరంగా చెప్పారు 15 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి వారి దగ్గర నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం మేము త్రూఅవుట్ ఇండియాలో అంతా అన్ని సభల్లో కచేరీలు వాయిస్తున్నాం. ఎంత వాయిస్తున్నా కూడా వారి దగ్గర నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన ఇంకా చాలా ఉంది. వారు మా దగ్గర ఎటువంటి ఫలితం ఆశించకుండా మేము వెళ్ళినప్పుడల్లా వారు మాకు కాదనకుండా ఇంతవరకు మాకు సంగీతాన్ని చెప్తూనే ఉన్నారు. వారికి ఎప్పుడు మేము రుణపడి ఉంటాం.
Sheik Chinna Moulana is saddened that the present-day concerts are conscripted to the changing lifestyle. No elaborate alaps, detailed niravals. Everything is polished, packed and marketed within 2 hours of concert time. However, he is enthusiastic about the emerging talent. He is all praise for the younger generation which has come forward to learn the Nadaswaram, a difficult wind instrument. Like his peers, Chinna Moulana keeps the tradition alive by imparting this fine art to the younger generation free, and says he will impart his knowledge till his last breath.
Sari sa ga ri ga sari sa da sari ga ri ga pa